I'm up. Oh, just let me know when it's time to record. We're live right now. Awesome. Hello there, kids. It's your old pal Scruffy here, and looking a little scruffier than usual. Sorry about that. Still catching up on my Z's from the crazy weekend that was NFTxLV. Had an absolute blast in Vegas, but it was also draining, both physically, emotionally, mentally. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the good, the bad, the ugly. We had some things go great and some things go not quite as I had planned. Also, I'm going to give you my thoughts on the racing, as well as show you a full game loop all the way from the lobby to the waiting area to a full race recorded in 4K. So stick around to the end. I promise you don't want to miss it. You know, you go in, you got a plan, and you touch down, you go in there to set up, and the plan just gets completely blown out of the water. Let me first start off actually with the good. The good was the booth looked absolutely incredible. The team did such a great job of setting it up, breaking it down, running the booth while we were there. A lot of people having a lot of fun playing the games. They had the Toledo Valley set up to where people that hadn't had a chance to test were able to get in there and run around. They also had the mining. I saw several people that were super excited because they weren't quite able to make it to Denver, and they were able to check that out in Las Vegas as well. And then, of course, the main event, the racing. Lots of fun racing. We had some head-to-head matchups. We had the team getting involved. They were so great at helping people, kind of learn the ins and outs of some of the controls. And I know some people are sitting there saying, well, man, Scruff, it's cool. I played it last year. Totally different. So much has changed. It's a lot harder, a lot faster. We'll get all into that during the breakdown. But essentially, I got there, started setting stuff up, and quickly we ran into some issues. Now, we knew the internet there at the actual event that they offer was trash. We learned that last year. So the plan was to bring a Wi-Fi hotspot. Unfortunately, we were not quite getting the speeds that we had thought we were going to get out there. It really just depends. You go in one location, test it out, and it's fine. You go into another location, and it's kind of a dead spot or this or that. So I quickly pivoted and fired up a hotspot on my phone. The good news is I was getting great bandwidth, plenty for what we needed to go ahead and broadcast the game at a very good high quality that would showcase all of the great graphics and the game as a whole in its glory. So we proceeded to start a live stream, which some of you may or may not have seen. And a few minutes into it, YouTube gave us the finger. Apparently, our bandwidth from our mobile provider had been throttled. And not just a little bit, kids. Yeah, we're talking, we lost 95% of our bandwidth. And YouTube said, nope, sorry, not enough ones and zeros to do a stable stream. So we tried several other carriers. Unfortunately, we had the same result. Not to be deterred, we decided, you know what? We'll just record everything as if it was live, and then we'll post it as a video, and that should do the trick, right? Wrong. I ran into problem after problem after problem. Audio problems, video problems. Believe it or not, one point in time, I had to reinstall my entire streaming setup software. Things were not in the same places. Links to devices that I had went back to defaults. I mean, weird, like magical Bermuda Triangle type stuff. It was crazy. I was getting thwarted at every single turn. And so, several times I had to step outside, take a beat, step back, and pivot shall we say. So unfortunately, it wasn't until the final day that I was able to get the majority of my footage. But we got some great stuff on Sunday, much of which you are seeing and will see throughout the rest of this video. I do have to say, I immensely enjoyed hanging out with the team. I would name names, but I'm afraid I'll forget some of them because a lot of them had wives or girlfriends or, friends along with them. And again, I don't want to leave anybody out, but literally everyone there was super nice, super gracious, just seeing how they operate together, being a fly on the wall from the outside. Super, super cool. So I want to thank the team for allowing me the access to this event that I had. Truly a once in a lifetime opportunity. Also, one of my favorite parts of the event was getting to meet the community members, the people that I talk to in Discord or watch my YouTube videos. They come out, they say, hey, I watch your videos all the time. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys. And it was so cool being able to put faces to the names of so many of the community members that have supported the project throughout thick and thin, that have supported my channel through the bear market. And so, again, thank you, thank you, thank you. That truly was one of the highlights for me. So you're saying to yourself, all right, Scruff, all that's great, but what did you think about the racing? Well, in a word, incredible. Absolutely. Top to bottom, that thing is as well-oiled of a demo. And I say demo because we have to remember, this was the demo version. This is like pre-smoke testing, pre-testing, pre-alpha, pre-beta, all of that. So considering that it was literally like the first iteration of the remaster of racing, I was extremely impressed. Like I said, a lot of things have changed from the last one. The graphics look better. Everything is a little bit smoother, a little more fleshed out. The landscapes are absolutely incredible. Besides the graphics, the gameplay was excellent. Now, I did find it a little bit hard to get the feel for it because you're going so fast. The yellow track was manageable. After playing a couple of times, I felt like I kind of got the feel, but you definitely have to think ahead. The red track, really and truly, to not crash, to not bump on the rails and things like that, you really have to know that track and you have to plan way in advance and know exactly when to let off the gas, when to brake, when to boost if you're going to make it around that track in a manageable time. I did feel like the controls were tight. However, one feature that I would love to see in future iterations is the ability to change the sensitivity of the thumbsticks. Now, again, I played it using an Xbox controller. I would like to try it again and probably will so as soon as they allow testing on the keyboard and mouse. I was told keyboard and mouse is harder, but I also know that you can adjust that sensitivity in Windows. Now, before you say anything, I know there's third-party apps out there that will allow you to adjust the sensitivity of controllers. However, it was a conference. I didn't want to spend time messing with that. I don't even know if they would have let me. They probably would have, ushered me out of the event if I'd have tried to mess with too much. But, again, just a minor little tweak. They did talk about several minor tweaks that they're talking about moving forward that they knew going into the con. But to be honest, everybody that was there that played it absolutely loved it. Now, I heard some, we'll just say not so constructive comments in the chat from people that weren't there. And so to you people, I would say, look, reserve judgment until you actually have your hands on it and are playing. I thought the music and sound effects were good. I think there's maybe some room for improvement, some tweaks, some things here and there. And I actually believe I heard David talking about some possible changes coming to that as well. What's my overall grade? I give it an A, and maybe even an A+ for where they're at in the cycle. But absolutely tremendous race game. The future is going to be bright. I cannot wait to get in there and race with all you guys. And we'll see. I've heard the word on the street that it won't be too long before they get that in some of the testers' hands. So if you are a member of the test group, hopefully it's coming soon. When is soon? Is it a week? Is it a month? Who knows? However, I'll tell you this. I don't have any insider information on this, but I would be surprised if we don't have it by All Hallows Eve. Yeah, that's Halloween for those of you guys keeping score at home. Did you get a chance to play it at the con? If so, make sure and leave me a comment down below with your thoughts, opinions, ideas, suggestions. And also, if you've liked this video, go ahead and, well, like the video. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to be notified when I come out with new ones. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the full game loop. Big shout out to Padarai or Kopi Farmer, or I don't know, one of those two. Whatever he's going by today. Here it is. Check it out.
During a race, forces on their bodies can exceed 9 Gs, requiring them to stay in tip-top shape. X-Class racers have to pass a strenuous physical before major races.
This is Freya Speed, your Cornucopias Valley Sport Cup champion, reminding you to stay safe, have a blast, and enjoy your stay at Cornucopias Valley Raceway.
Attention! This is a Toledo Security Chief Nelson. We're reminding you to stay safe and keep an eye on your belongings. If you see anything strange, please report to Toledo Security.
fun.